Amanda from UnHinged magazine, and
Nice
so
to
I'm
meet you.
here with Billy McKnight, frontman of Soul Circus Cowboys. So from the beginning, Soul Circus Cowboys came ready to impress. Their full-length album, Tailgate Country, reached the Billboard's top 50 country chart. So hailing from Florida, these guys became fan favorites on country music video channels such as CMT and GAC. And this isn't today's bro country trend, which I'm absolutely loving. So these guys, to me, are amazingly versatile. They can go from gut-wrenching country ballads such as I Can't Imagine.
I can't imagine anyone else taking this walk through life beside me.
To a hilarious and upbeat shindig like one of their newest releases, Leather and Chrome.
Country bars, loud guitars, and a cowboy with a beard. She has high heels and lipstick. She's a hustler with a pull stick.
So no matter which song you pull up, you'll know from the get-go that these boys are not the bro country. These guys are real country, and I'm so excited to see them making their mark in the music scene. So again, we're here with the master storyteller himself, Billy McKnight. Hey, Billy. So thank you for meeting with us today. I've been trying to get more country in our magazine, so you'll be the first breakthrough for the magazine.
Wow.
So tell me, the first thing that I know so many people are going to want to know is, how did you come up with the name Soul Circus Cowboys?
You know, that's a very good question. It does get asked a lot. When we were putting together this band, we a long time ago, this band's together 10 years now. We already had Soul Circus at one point, and that just because it just rang well. But to be honest with you, we were doing this Southern rock country thing, and the Cowboys just stuck on the end of it. And a really good friend of ours came up with this logo, and once we saw the logo, we knew it was it. It was really just pondering names for a long time, just trying to figure out what would be like our style. Like we want to sing soulfully, we want to have that crazy show, which is a circus, and of course we're down here Tampa boys, so it all kind of just rang together. And the music really does fit the name, or vice versa, depends on how you look at it, you know. So we go out, we cut up, we have a lot of fun. We don't take ourselves too serious, even though sometimes we have some serious songs, like I Can't Imagine, which is a love song. But for a lot of times, if you take a look at our other songs, like Gotta Get Me One of Them and Hot One or Leather and Chrome, it's just a lot of fun, high energy, and so Soul Circus Cowboys kind of rings with that.
It does. That's perfect. Yeah. So more out of personal curiosity, simply because I've owned quite a few over the past years. Your music videos are very motorcycle heavy. So how many of y'all actually have motorcycles, and what kinds?
Yeah, that's good too. Actually, only one of us does, and it is a Harley. We always are working on the weekends. You know, down in Florida, but the biker thing is almost 52 weeks a year. Sometimes in the heat of August, it's tough to get the rallies out because it's burning up, and then very few times over the winter is it cold enough not to have it. So we're like all year round bikers. We're up north, you can't do it, you know. So the biker rallies has become our niche. Probably more than half of our audience are bikers, and we tend to write songs, you know. And the modern day biker, unlike the gangs that we have played for, we play for the Outlaws, and we absolutely love those guys. They put out, but they're like legit, like they're like the different legit compared to the common man and woman who works a 40-hour week, and on the weekends they like to go out on their ride and listen to some live music and have a beer. So it's a good mixture. But so when we target writing, we're really writing to just the same target audience as we would who likes Southern rock country music, who also likes to get out and ride. So it's made it a lot of fun because we can just walk through and these rallies have thousands of bikers at it. So you just walk through, getting to know people over the years. You really get to know them on the weekends, and then start thinking about you know, how our lives collide and write music about it. So it's really worked out good for us down here in Tampa.
Perfect. See, I think I'm a little too ginger to be in Florida for too long. So,
That's so funny.
so It's bad. It's bad. So how did the band come about? Did y'all already know each other, had a few beers in the garage and decide to get together and make something? Or was it a methodical business plan with like recruitments and tryouts and such?
So one of the founding members, his name's Dewey Buxton. He and I have known each other in the town of Brandon since we were young kids. He's a few years younger than me. And, so we were, he's a lead vocalist, I'm a lead vocalist, and we were writing songs with two lead lines in it. And over the years, over this last 10 years, we've had several players come in and out that's really helped this Tampa Bay band grow, because they all had some kind of influence, whether they were a guitar player, a bass player, and just brought something new to the table. So we've had a slew of musicians that really have put us on the map. If you look at videos from day one to day now, you might see a whole bunch of the variety. And this current lineup that I have is back with Dewey Buxton. He was gone for a while. Ron Zabron, who's just this amazing lead guitar player and songwriter as well. And we've just reformed the band for this next record, and it's coming along incredible. And then there's Doug on the drums and Chaz on the bass, and it's all set to go. So it's going to be a whole bunch of new, fresh songs and a whole bunch of fresh new faces coming up real soon.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
So almost every song has the motorcycles, but also there's some mention of beer. So just morbid curiosity. Can't blame you. I mean, the shit's awesome. But what's your go-to lawnmower beer when you're out mowing the grass? What are you drinking?
Oh my God, that's a good one. I hate to even say it out loud because some of my beer drinking friends, if they see this, are going to laugh at me. But I stay with the light. Yeah, ultra light. I gotta watch my calories. That's the way it is. I'm actually more of a Crown guy. But you can't just drink Crown during the day or you're a slosh. So yeah, I keep it pretty light and use the ultra light. All my buds are on Bud Light, all my friends. And so if they see this, at least I'm honest. But they will be mocking me about it.
No, I have a beer fridge. We have bands that come over to do show or like recordings and stuff. And so I have a beer fridge and it's Bud Light, Mick Ultra. So it's right there.
That's it. That seems to be the Tampa Brandon thing anyways.
Yes. So with all of this COVID-19 crap going on, it's really thrown a wrench in so many people's plans and such. So how has it affected the band?
It's affected us, of course. The live show has affected us horribly. We've all been out of work. We did take advantage of the songwriting. We're a band that can do close to 200 shows a year. And so slipping in songwriting in between working four gigs a week, 52 weeks has been tough. So we wound up writing more songs over these last 2 months than we had in the last 2 years together. So there's the upside that we're going to be recording some. We've already got brand new stuff recorded, and for the next over the next few months, we will continue recording what we wrote. But we're just getting back to work. Our first show is it's a light show. It's an unplugged show, no drums, at a fabulous farm up at called Old McMickey's Farm in Odessa, which is about an hour north of Tampa. And they'll have it following the 6-foot rule and everything else. But it's our first show back since we left Bike Week in early March.
So is this going to be something that people can live stream as well, or?
You can live stream it. I'm going to be on the live stream. You can go there. The picnic tables at this farm. It's a huge farm. We'll have a nice sound system, but there'll only be 3 of us. It'll be me, my 2 guitar players, and harmony singers. And the tables will be 6 foot apart. It's BYOB, but it's awesome. This farm is beautiful. It's on a lake. It's going to be later in the night where it cools down. There's everything you can imagine that would be on a farm. They have it there. And the animals are used to people, so they're out walking around between the tables, and it's really, really cool. It's like you're literally having a party at the barn, which is a song we wrote that will be coming out soon too. So we're looking forward to just being out in front of people and saying hello and singing some new stuff. And we're social. We're used to being out in the social world, and being confined has been more than too crazy for us.
Real quick, is that a little piece of a palm tree I see through your sky roof?
Let's see. But behind me, let me see here. Oh yeah, we're in Brandon. It's filled with palm trees. You know, if you're in North Carolina, I don't know how green it is, but like we're completely green still down here. And you know, the weather's beautiful. It's a nice beaming 88 or 80, anywhere between 85 and 88. So that's the advantage again.
It is 61 degrees right here.
61. Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds actually nice.
It is, but the wind's going crazy today.
Yeah.
But so are you from Florida originally?
Oh yeah, Brandon's my hometown. The only other places I've lived was Nashville, and I spent about 9 months in Bozeman, Montana. I've traveled a lot, but I've only lived it. So I'm back in my Brandon, southeast of Tampa. I live in Tampa now, but yep, this is home sweet home for me.
So do you surf?
I don't. The waves here in the Gulf of Mexico are not surfable unless you're having a hurricane, and they won't let you out there anyways.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Because I was sitting here thinking, I was like, that would make an epic music video, like some cowboys surfing.
Yeah. We might have to, you know, that gives me a good idea. I'm going to have to figure that out right there.
So one of my favorite questions to ask, and I get the weirdest responses for this. So do you have a useless talent?
A useless talent? Wow, let me think about that. I probably have a lot of useless talents.
So if you could snag anyone from the music world to be quarantined with throughout this whole ordeal, who would it be?
Ooh, wow, let's see. Well, I guess Carrie Underwood.
Now, is that for personal reasons or professional?
Well, that's a lot of useless reasons. Let's just say that.
There's your useless talent right there.
Yeah. Useless talent. I'll let her figure them out.
So this is probably going to be a duh because you play at a lot of biker rallies, like you said. But have you ever had some weird, crazy, embarrassing, something strange moment while performing?
So there's this girl, there's this lady, and the only reason I'm putting it out there is because she actually gets tipped for it out there in Daytona, so she won't mind. I'm definitely not making fun of her, although she's making fun of herself. She's an older woman who is just completely way out of shape, putting herself in the smallest of outfit imaginable. I'm talking like the smallest top, and by far the smallest, so small that you really can't see it. And at the bottom of her belly, there's an arrow pointing down there. It says Boner Garage, and she walks up while we were performing and dancing it. And yes, that was quite embarrassing. I lost it, and so the other guys, and she was getting tipped by mad people taking a picture of her. But yes, very embarrassing. I couldn't get back to the lyrics because she was serious as can be. And here I'm reading this, and everyone's filming it, and that's what she did on purpose. Hilarious. So I lost it. I almost had to restart the song, but my player stayed with it. So there you have it. I don't know if you're going to be able to keep that edited in, but that's a fact.
Absolutely. We are not PG. So. All right. So I won't keep you long. So what sort of stuff are y'all working on right now? What's the future looking like? And give a shout out to your fans and stuff, and we'll close out.
As I said earlier, Party at the Barn is a song that I wrote with Frank Myers and Rick Morgan. And it's a lot like how we do it here, but it's tougher. It's a whole lot of fun. I wrote a personal song called 15 Minutes for my sons. I have a son named Billy Jr. and a son named Xander. And that's about if I had, say the COVID-19 or cancer or something were to get into me where I was going to be dying and I had a short time to express as much knowledge and love onto my kids before I left this earth. It's called 15 Minutes. Gator Girls. Now I grew up, we didn't have a USF here. When I was young, I was a Gator fan, and I have a lot of Seminole and Miami fans, friends here, so it's no offense, but I wrote the song called Gator Girls with Johnny Garcia and Troy Powers, and it's just so much fun. It's all about Florida, the party, upbeat, high energy. What else do we got? A couple more love songs when she comes around and stuff like that. So we're just ready to put out a whole brand new record, get back out there and start jamming again. We miss it. We miss everybody.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you got to run into the office and stuff, so I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
She lies cold